Today's topic, latest report, a substance that has unbelievably helped reduce medical problems. Let's get to know the true nature of this superb substance and its surprising results. Imagine that there is a substance that appears in the blood vessels and helps reduce various problems that keep on attacking your body in your daily life. If it were true, it would be very good news indeed. And there actually is such a substance. This superb substance has been discovered by the Japanese. The name of the substance that a research group at Osaka University has discovered is called Adiponectin. It is a protein that is built by our bodies. The value of adiponectin is being promoted throughout the world. Data obtained from tests of people in many countries has verified that adiponectin can truly prevent ischemic heart disease. Research has been carried out with many ethnic groups in different environments. The data obtained reveals that low quantities of adiponectin is commonplace in those with ischemic heart disease. In contrast, those with high quantities of adiponectin are unlikely to suffer from ischemic heart disease. There are almost no exceptions. This information should have a great impact. Let's look at how it works. Tests in guinea pigs reveal that high adiponectin in the blood expands the blood vessels. This results in an approximately 20% decrease in blood pressure. The laboratory of Professor Takashi Kadawaki in the Faculty of Medicine's Tokyo University has reported results of the research that has caused great interest. When adiponectin is given to a guinea pig that has high sugar and high cholesterol in its blood, the result obtained was surprisingly able to prevent atherosclerosis. Only 5 hours after giving adiponectin, not only had the sugar in the blood noticeably decreased, but also had the natural fat decreased. It seems adiponectin is a marvellous substance. Eureka! It is very exciting that adiponectin yields such great results. It helps decrease sugar and neutral fat in blood. Considering many other chronic diseases result from our current unhealthy ways of living, most researchers believe that adiponectin is a most vital hormone. Well, let's take a closer look about what else it can do. And then I will tell you how it is obtained. Firstly, let's meet adiponectin, the hero which prevents atherosclerosis. When it gets into the blood vessel, it helps by expanding the blood vessel, and the result is lower blood pressure. And if the liver tends to build up too much neutral fat, adiponectin will reverse the process. Moreover, when sugar in the blood is high, which is bad for the liver, adiponectin will alleviate the problem. Another positive function of adiponectin happens when cholesterol flows with blood into the blood vessel wall. If it is oxidized there, macrophage shall move in to do the cleaning. Here the adiponectin shall move in closer and advise the macrophage not to consume too much cholesterol. Macrophage will then say understood and leave without consuming cholesterol. Wow, it is obedient. That's how adiponectin helps prevent atherosclerosis. Adiponectin is truly respectful. Last January we mentioned an amazing substance that excretes from the fat cells inside internal organs. Do you remember its name?
Adiponectin.
Very good. They say it comes from fat cells inside internal organs. Incredible. Let's see it now. The topic for today, good examples of good fat in aging people. The latest research result reveals a hard-to-believe relationship between aging people and fat. Today, Japan has as many as 25,000 citizens who are over 100 years old, the highest statistics in history, and many of them are very healthy too. The latest research has shown us that in the bodies of those who are over 100 years old, but still healthy, have a secret that helps slow down aging. The main researcher in this field is Mr. Nobuyoshi Hirose of the Faculty of Medicine of Keio University. He has studied the secrets of longevity of those who are over 100 years old throughout the country. He picked up blood samples from around 300 people, and finally he has arrived at commonalities from the analysis. We are looking for a substance that whenever a problem happened to the body would rush in to ease up the problem so that it would not become serious, so it could kill the body. In other words, the substance that is linked with the slowing down of aging. One substance that is of great interest is called adiponectin. We found that people with longevity have a lot of this substance in their body. The key to slowing down aging seems to be adiponectin. It is created and released by fat into blood vessels to help normalize blood pressure, blood sugar, and neutral fat. Lecturer Hirose's survey reveals that those who are over 100 years old and still healthy, compared with young men and women in general, have 2 times more adiponectin. Let's find out more about adiponectin. In January, I discussed heart disease, which raised a lot of questions. Let's take a look at the most common of these questions. The most popular question was about foods or food supplements that have adiponectin. In fact, adiponectin is a kind of protein, so no matter how much adiponectin you consume, all of it will be digested and therefore have no effect. As for a medicine that can help encourage adiponectin in the body, at the moment research is being carried out worldwide. Unfortunately, no single medicine has actually yielded positive results. The research group of Tokyo University has discovered that a hormone that is created inside our body can help burn surplus fat off the body and decrease sugar levels in the blood, which altogether has results similar to the body having exercise. The group who made these findings is the research group of Professor Takashi Kadawaki of Tokyo University. The research group pays attention to a hormone called adiponectin that is built from fat cells. Using genetic control, a guinea pig in which this hormone did not function was created, and it was found it was in the same condition as if it had not had enough exercise for a long period of time. On the other hand, when adiponectin was given to the muscles of the guinea pig, its surplus fat was dissolved, which resulted in the decrease of the blood sugar to a similar condition as if it had exercised. The research group speculated that if the human body has more adiponectin, or is supported to function better, the result would be the same as with someone who has exercised regularly. There are quite a number of patients who do not have enough exercise. We hope that we can develop a new medicine that can help cure diabetes and burn more fat for these patients. Next will be the period of science edge. It has been perceived since the old days that a fat person with accumulated fat can get ill easily. However, recent research shows that fat is not the bad guy that makes people sick, but it is actually something else. Obesity, which is present in 1/3 of middle-aged men, is said to be a chronic disease due to lifestyle-related diseases, LSRD, such as diabetes, atherosclerosis, and so on. The search for relationships between cause and effect so far has not had much progress. Analyses have been carried out to identify genetic units in the fat cells. Unknown hormone, of which its function has been the subject of interest worldwide. The new substance sheds light to the secret of the relationship between obesity and many illnesses. Let's follow up this mechanism closely. Osaka University, Suita campus. In this freezer, many synthetic proteins are stored. One substance that is taken out from the freezer is This laboratory carries out research on fat. Upon analysis of genetic units of fat cells, one great fact has been discovered. Earlier, the fat cell was believed to be a warehouse of surplus substances. It was only recently found that it produces many things. Among those products that the fat cell produces in large quantities is the protein called adiponectin. Today, there are two types of obesity. One that accumulates more fat under the skin, and the other that accumulates more fat in the internal organs. This adiponectin has a very close relationship with the obesity where fat is accumulated in internal organs. We know that if one is suffering from obesity, the amount of adiponectin in the blood shall be lower, especially with accumulated fat in internal organs. Thickness of blood will be lower. This is a graph which shows the relationship between the amount of adiponectin in blood and BMI, which is the index that indicates obesity. It is obvious that the closer one gets to being obese, the lower the adiponectin in the body. And when adiponectin is lower due to obesity, what effects will it have on the body? We discovered that even with plenty of adiponectin, even a small decrease is related to many illnesses. Adiponectin in the bloodstream, besides repairing the damaged blood vessel wall, also functions as a controller of fat and sugar. As far as we have learned, adiponectin helps eliminate the cause of diabetes, high blood pressure and atherosclerosis. And recently there are reports that it also helps prevent cancer. It means that adiponectin is an important substance in preventing illnesses. From now on, the most important thing to do is to develop medicine that helps increase adiponectin in the body.